Hey, hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Myself Nikhil Agarwal presenting Feb month transactions in front of you, which will be our fifth part of this SNS Tech Computers Pvt case study. And one thing I want to convey to you all that the last part which we had uploaded for the January month, the last transaction in that was having some queries which we had received through mail that why you have not shown the deposit amount entry when we had done the last cash sales transaction. So now in this part of the video we are taking that entry also, and the last transaction which was our cash sales I want to show you here. This was the transaction which we had done last, and after this transaction we have to deposit this amount, the 1,50,450 rupees, into the bank, which we had not done in that part. So now we are covering this part here. Just go to the vouchers and open the contra voucher F4 and just collected the amount, whatever the amount you had collected, the cash amount 1,50,450. 1,50,450, the amount we had received, we will deposit it in the HDFC bank. Okay, we were not having any cash amount, we were also only having the petty cash, that's why the cash is going zero, and no problem, the same amount we are depositing into the bank. And now we had finished our January month transaction with this transaction. After this transaction we are just starting 1.2, yani ki Feb month transaction we are starting here. And the first transaction in the Feb month is we had received the petty cash statement of January month here, and now we are going in payment voucher, and here in front of us are the expenses which we had incurred in January month. Now we are taking telephone expense that amounting to rupees 1650. Next amount is of salaries. Salaries, you all know we are making payment 18,000 bifurcated into the cost centers. Rohan Rai getting 3,500 rupees here. Next employee is Dilip Chari, is also getting 3,500 rupees here monthly. And next transaction is of Mr. Paresh Shinoy. He is getting 3,000 rupees here. And after this Mr. Nitin Nagaraj getting 4,000 rupees. Next employee is Preeti Raj getting 3,000 rupees, and last employee is Srinath getting 1,000, the balance amount. And another head in this entry is electricity expenses. We are taking electrical charges. Electricity charges are 530 rupees. Then again DR, conveyance expense we are taking. Okay, conveyance expense is given 1,000 rupees. Next is rent expense, but we will not take rent here because we have to take rent transaction into the separate voucher, because we are taking here a cost center class for this, so that it can get bifurcated accordingly, and so we are skipping this entry. Next transaction is of printing and stationery. We are having ledger printing and stationery amounting to rupees 1,000 rupees incurred in the month of January. Not all expenses but salaries we are making payment for January month, electricity charges for January month, conveyance expense January month, printing and stationery bill we have got, and telephone expenses bill we have got, and we are making payment of January month in the first Feb. Okay, now this entry is completed. The next transaction which we have to take is of rent, and we are taking here the location and taking rent expense here 15,000 rupees. Okay, and this is petty cash impressed up. Now you are able to see that there is a 80 rupees petty cash going in negative balance. Now in this case, whenever the expenses, the petty cashier was making expenses, he will be adjusting with his own money. Now whenever he will get the check from the company or cash from the company or the amount from the company, he will adjust it from that amount. Okay, then no problem, 80 rupees is going, it's not a huge amount to take tension of. Just accepting the voucher, and next to it we are making payment of petty cashier 40,000 rupees to petty cashier, as he is not having money, he is empty, he is having empty locker. So we are making payment from HDFC bank amounting to rupees 40,000 for petty cash expenses, and this we had make the payment to him. And after this transaction there is a next transaction which is of transferring material, means raw material, from raw material godown to assembling godown. As we have a natural practice, we have a regular practice of assembling the goods, so we need to send the raw material to assembling goods also. So open Alt F7 and go to the stock journal voucher that, and take the class also, the transfer class, and at once only take once the destination location, this is assembling godown, and tell the name of item, processor i3, location is of raw material, means what is the location, source location we have to enter here. Raw material we are making payment of 25. Next is hard disk from raw material we are sending 50 quantity. Next item is monitor from raw material godown, it is going in 50 quantity. And next item is processor i5 from raw material godown, it is also going to, it is going 25. Next is our keyboard from raw material godown in quantity 50. Next is mouse from raw material godown 50. And after this the next item is of motherboard, which is the last item we are sending from here. Motherboard from raw material godown, it is also 50. Okay, these are the items which we are sending from raw material godown to assembly godown, and here we have taken assembly godown once and raw material godown various times. Okay, now we are accepting this voucher. Next is the company purchased cabinet manufacturing machine. As we know, the company is doing business of assembling the items, so it will be purchasing cabinets from outside the market. Now they had decided, they had made the policy that why not we purchase a cabinet making machine, we need not to purchase empty cabinets from outer market, and we will manufacture it by our own. So what they had done, they had just gone to the market and make the inquiry and purchased a cabinet manufacturing machine, which is the fixed asset for the company. So we are making ledger cabinet manufacturing machine here, and we are taking it in fixed assets. There is a GST applicable 18%, we are going in here, and as it is a cabinet manufacturing machine, it is also coming under 18%, so we are taking HSN 8471, and here it is purchase taxable. And when we are taking purchase taxable, it asks what is the nature of good, is it capital goods or not. We are taking it as a capital good, and the percentage of GST is 18%. It is a good, and we are accepting it as it is. Cabinet is amounting 50,000 rupees, and here we are making debit the details of CGST and SGST. At 50,000 we are taking 18%, means 9,000 rupees will be the GST amount, and we are bifurcating it in CGST and SGST, means 4,500. So we will bifurcate it here like this: SGST 4,500. And at last, what we are doing at last, we are making payment through HDFC Bank check, and this will be the amount 59,000 in total. This will be our invoice, and as it is an invoice, we are adjusting CGST and SGST with our other items we are manufacturing or we are assembling and selling. Okay, next transaction is the company assembled 20 computers with i3 configuration and 20 computers with i5 configuration. Now here is the working of assembling the configuration of computers. Various configurations are i3 and i5. Computer i3 we are making it in finished goods godown. Quantity is 20, and batch name is new name batch hyphen, we are taking number 07. Okay, this will be our batch code 07, and two additional costs are wages. We are taking 30,000 each, and overheads 100 rupees each, means it will be 2,000 rupees. Additional costs have effects in here also, means the one computer i3 we are assembling, and its cost to us is 14,644 rupees. Okay, we are accepting this ledger now. And another one is computer i5 go with that, and location is finished goods go down, quantity we are assembling is 20, and batch code will be 08. Okay, this will be the another voucher, and it is also having some additional cost like wages. Same amount 30,000 rupees here, and overheads is 2,000 rupees total. So this is our assembling journals. Now we are making payments of both the overheads and the wages by check. So we are taking it in the same voucher, 60,000 amount of wages, and again here we are taking overheads here, and overheads we have just incurred 4,000 rupees, and it's from SDFC Bank. Okay, we had also accepted the same voucher here. Now received payment from Akron Clothing Limited. Now here is the amount, here is the transaction. In the last January month we had made a sale, export sale to Akron Clothing. It was a party of Singapore. They are making payment to us $7,500. Okay, now we are making a receipt here, and party is Akron. Akron is making payment to us $7,500. You just use $sign 7,500, and when it will be opening, at the time of receipt the rate of exchange is 76, and the rate of exchange at the time we were selling was 75. Now we will replace it with 76. Here's the detail. After this, incurring bank charges also. Press Alt C, prepare a ledger of bank charges. It will be our indirect expenses here. No GST, not applicable, and bank charges are 2,500. So we have to deem it was $33. Okay, and the rate of exchange is 76. We will delete these extra figures here, and the amount what we want to get was 2,500, but it is showing 2,508. Then no problem, it's just ₹8. So this will be our transaction which we had also done. Okay, after this we are delivering 5 computer i5 to Mahajan Education Trust. So just to come to F10, press F10, and here is a delivery note, and we are transferring, we are delivering goods to Mahajan Education Trust. You just prepare a ledger, Alt C, Mahajan Educational Trust. Okay, they are our debtors. We are not sending any invoice, we are just delivering the goods to them, and we will use price list here, price list 1. Okay, and we will take GST taxation also. So it will be sales 18%, no cost center, and item is computer i5, and it will be MET Mahajan Education Trust 01. The tracking number you can use, no order number. Location is from finished goods go down, we are sending from batch 6. Quantity we are sending is 5. Okay, and it has taken already automatically the price list, and the SGST CGST we will take here, and we will accept the voucher by entering the e-bill detail whatever you have, or ignore the things and accept the voucher. After this, received a check from Concord Packing Services with interest. Now here is a thing, we are having a Concord party in which we had also activated the interest. Now we have to see what is the amount of interest here. You just come to statement of accounts, interest calculation, interest receivable. Here is the detail of Concord Packing Services interest amount from the date of sale to current date. We are having 5,311.62 rupees. So we have to add it in the Concord account. You just come to the voucher, take Concord Packing Services, enter the amount 5,311.62, take it on account. This will be the entry, and it is going into the interest received ledger. So press Alt C and prepare a ledger, interest received, use abbreviations, and we are receiving interest here, interest indirect incomes. Okay, there is no GST applicable on this. Okay, this is the additional amount which we had added to Concur Packing Services account. Now we are receiving the check. Go to F6, use the ledger Concur Packing Services. Total amount we are receiving from him is 6,30,711.62. Okay, in which 6,25,400 is from bill, and another amount is from on account 5,311.62. This is of interest amount, and we are receiving all the amount via SDFC. Okay, this entry is also finished from our end. Now come to the next entry. This is of payment Ultratech in full settlement. We are making payment 451,900. This is the complete bill, but the amount we are making payment of is just 3 lakh rupees. Okay, and the rest of the amount is discount received 1,51,900 rupees. The transaction is finished. After this transaction, there is a Mohan Bhargav and Associates. What is this? Actually, Mohan Bhargav and Associates was appointed as our internal auditor of the company. Now they had all sent us their invoice 25,000 plus GST, and also we are making payment after deducting TDS. So what we have to do, first of all, go to F9, change its mode of entry, means accounting invoice. Okay, taking party as Mohan Bhargava and Associates, press Alt C, Mohan Bhargava and Associates. Okay, ledger already exists. Take Mohan Bhargava and Associates as ledger, and bill of internal audit. Is there any ledger? Press Alt C, and this is our internal audit services. Okay, this is our indirect expenses, and you have to tell them yes, GST applicable, purchases taxable, and tax amount is 18%. It's a service, TDS applicable, say yes, applicable. Fees for professional services, yes, and we will accept it. And the amount of invoice is 25,000 rupees. In the CGST amount, SGST amount we will add. And now the ledger of TDS on, we have to create a TDS ledger, TDS on audit services. Okay, it is our duties and taxes ledger. It will go in TDS. It is fees for professional services. So this will be our TDS on audit service. It will be levied on 25,000 excluding GST amount. The TDS on audit services is now 5,000 rupees, and the total bill amount of Mohan Bhargav Associates is 24,500. And the invoice number is, what the invoice number is, MB-01. Okay, and this is the TDS amount. We will accept this voucher, and we are making the payment instantly. Payment made to Mohan Bhargav and Associates towards its invoice after deducting TDS 20%. So now we are making payment to Mohan Bhargav. It is amounting 25,500 rupees. This will be the transaction. Next transaction we are going towards is, the company decided to revise the price list, named price list 2 for the following item. We had already done this work. We were gone to create, and then we reached to price list, and here is the price list 2, in which the computer i3 was of 25,500 and additional 15% discount was given, and i5 is 20,500, in which 15% discount extra given. So this was the price list number 2, which we have to take into effect from 1st Feb. After this, sales made to soft desk system as per the price list 2 received payment by check. Okay, GST 18% levy हो रहा है. Now we are making the ledger. We are just directly going to the voucher and making sales to, first we have to change the mode again and go to the item invoice, enter, and now party is soft desk systems. Okay, here they are our debtors, no TDS amount, and these are our regular customer. Accept the information, whatever the given additional information. Price list 2 is levied, and GST is applicable 18%. We don't know that from which godown we are sending these goods, so we will deem it as our finished godown good. And the name of item we are selling them is computer i3. Computer i3, these are in 12 quantity. No order, no tracking number. Location is finished godown. We are having 29, out of which we are selling 12. So we will use batch number 5 for 9 quantity. Okay, again use not applicable and use finished godown good, batch number 07, 9, and the quantity is additional 3. Okay, these will be 12. And another is computer i5. Computer i5 taking finished godown, out of which we are taking 5 quantity from 06 batch and additional 5 from 08 batch. Okay, so this is our invoice and additional CGST, SGST levied, and this is our e-bill information which we have to fill it, and the invoice number is SS01, SS-01. This is our invoice completed. Now next is storekeeper after verifying physical stock and raw material godown. Now we have to see the information, we have to see the godown information in inventory books, location, what is the raw material godown showing. There are raw material godown showing mouse 55 quantity, but storekeeper after verifying physical stock and raw material godown found stock of mouse is 53, means we have 2 more mouse as per our tally, but physical verification showing 53. So we have to correct it out. What we have to do for this, we have to come in vouchers and now press F10, and here you have to go in show inactive and search for physical stock voucher. Here is physical stock voucher. The quantity is mismatching of mouse, location is of raw material showing 5, but it is actually is 53. So we are correcting this and we are accepting this. Okay, 53 quantity is there. Now again we will open the same report which we had opened earlier. Inventory books, location, raw material and mouse. Quantity is now 53, which we had entered. This is adjusted by passing the physical stock voucher, adjusted. Come back to gateway of tally, and now our next work is company invested 14 lakhs in 6% bonds under investment. We have to create a ledger of investment named as 6% bonds under investment. We are accepting the ledger by setting interest calculation yes, and the information we had given is 6% bonds, interest rate is 6%, but it is, they are telling us that interest receivable is half yearly through check. So 6% is a per annum interest rate. So whatever the interest we have to receive is for 6 months, means we have to take here 0.5% for monthly interest. So we have to take 30 days a month and accepting it from 1.2, and what is the information we have received is applicable from 1st of Feb, because we have not purchased it earlier, we are just purchasing in Feb, so it will be applicable till 31st of March. Okay, accepting this ledger, we are making the voucher entry now of payment, and we are purchasing 6% bonds at 14 lakhs, making payment via HDFC Bank, and we are accepting this ledger. Now this was our last transaction of this case, this Feb month, and hope that whatever the things we had taken in this transaction is being understood to all of you, and whatever the queries if you have, please use the comment section, use the WhatsApp number, use our email ID which is given in between, and please convey us whatever the things you want to comment us, whatever you like for us, and whatever you want to discuss with us. Okay, hope you had liked it all. Please subscribe the channel, please support the channel, and also please share our videos with your friends with your relatives and whatever the needy people you think according to you. Please share the video and please like it according to your choice, and we will again come back with the last video of this case study soon in front of you. Till then, thank you, thanks for watching, bye bye, see you soon.